Right, actually. Oh then, is it time again?
The dismissal of an official of the state authority is being discussed.
Still on the table.
No way.
Well, yeah. It's actually, the game actually different, because technically speaking, the house, the townhouse, the villa, and the palace are basically actually living places. Places where you live in. While the country seat is more like a, you know, a bit of a pleasure thing that you have, because you have too much money. But you can equip your nice little country seat, oh well, it's extended version that is, with a cannon tower, which is of course fucking amazing. Who wouldn't want to have a fucking cannon tower? Well, actually, it allows you to shoot a cannon. Also, King Sigismund died just recently. The electors elected Duke Albert V of Austria as King Albert II. The crown is thereby transferred to the Habsburgs. Yes, our new king is a Habsburg, well, emperor to be fair. We're all doomed. The empire is going to go downhill. We all know it. We all fucking know it. But there's nothing we can do. The Habsburgs are now in power. Oh, proofs, don't really care about that. Extension, leaves and waves, good. A creature is dying, I don't care. You can just raise another one. But the problem is, the game, of course, well, or rather the city, of course, somewhat simulated, and it is building itself up. Meaning that there's no space left.
Just gone up in value by 1 level.
Nice. And we can do this, yeah, we can go for a magnificent palace. Great new rooms, cannon tower. Please, go ahead. Also gonna get all of the upgrades, of course. Anything new for my alchemists? Yes. So right now we have Albrecht II von Habsburg as our emperor and Eugenius IV is the pope. The pope actually already got into trouble again because the pope was like, the situation in Basel and the council is not really cute. Can we please relocate to Italy? You know, the weather is more agreeable down there. And everybody was like, no, fuck you. So now we had actually a council schism. The church really loves their fucking schisms, don't they? But now we are just waiting until we can get a nice little cannon tower. Then we upgrade the cannon tower, then we're gonna use the cannon tower to shoot our cannon. I mean, to be fair, what else would you do with the cannon? And, mind you, that is abso-fucking-lutely legal. And I mean, if I were, for example, to hit this particular palace here a little bit, and let's assume it gets damaged a little bit more, we might be able to get it a bit cheaper, wouldn't we? Also, to be fair, I do kind of want to get rid of a few buildings, if I can. Like, you know, that little worker's house here. Really disgusting having that just sit there, isn't it? I mean, you know, if it's at least a townhouse, and even those two I kind of would like to just bump out of existence.
A grave has been rented.
For the daring aspect of just being in my fucking view. Actually, while I'm at it.
The Emperor has recently breathed his last.
Well,
The Empire is more.
that was a short reign, wasn't it? Okay, so raids, attacks, crashing, kidnapping, blackmail, and endures. Okay. No, but since we do have so many points left over, we're just gonna train that. And I think... Oops. Yeah, in 42 we can actually get another master's degree. Finish our negotiation and shit. Well, we're quite the powerful creature at this point, I must say. I mean, it is still 1400, so I think we still have some time until we need to deal with the Frenchies again. Better or worse. So for the moment, we'll just nicely wait for buildings to finally become proper cathedrals. And of course our cannon tower to be built. That is rather important. I want my cannon tower. There's no denying the usefulness of having a fucking cannon tower.
An improvement has been added to one of your buildings.
Okay, there's nothing new there. That's all done and dealt with. That is all done and dealt with. There's my little cannon tower, which we will improve, of course, immediately. Or we take it for a test
A
spin.
grave has been rented.
I want all the upgrades. I want all the upgrades. And then we're gonna fire our little cannon. Shoot with cannon. Whoop, whoop. That's the palace I'm aiming for.
An improvement has been added to
It
one
does
of your
cost a little bit, but we do have money and
buildings. An
HP.
improvement has been added to one
But
your
of course we
buildings.
want some far better power. Of course. Nothing new to do. What actually does that do? Water supply. I mean, cute. Okay, I should stop singing smutty songs in the public house. It's becoming quite pricey at this point. Not really that enjoyable. And it will take a while. As for my alchemists, do you have everything you want now? Yes. I don't think we're gonna engage much with the alchemists. I haven't yet found anyone that does anything I really would like him to do. So there's that.
An improvement to one of your buildings is finished.
And of course the best thing is we can still upgrade this once further into a
Improvement
great
to one of your buildings
palace.
is finished.
At which point you have basically done all
Well
you
done.
literally
You have
can.
managed to improve your combat talent.
Because let's be honest, yeah, but what else would you be doing? I mean, technically you can set yourself up for the next great goal, namely buying up every last single property that is in the city. To do with it you please, which, to be fair, you can. It does take a while. I've done it in the past. It's ridiculous, but not completely impossible. I'm just saying, and I'm just saying you might want to consider.
An improvement has been added to one of your buildings.
More.
An improvement has been
More.
added to one of your buildings.
And then we still kind of need to
An
save up
improvement has
some
been
money in
added
order
to
to
one of your
actually
buildings.
well, have enough money to
An
buy off
improvement
any
has been
damaged
added
buildings,
to one
of
your
course.
buildings.
As is only good and proper. We're done yet with the box of sweetmeats.
An improvement has been added to one of your buildings.
Approach the whispers. Listen up. I'm applying for the office of court counselor. Well, you paid me a bit of money, but not much. Don't know if that's worth it. I don't know, I mean, I can kind of see your point there. That is indeed true. Most empires actually outlasted their sovereign rulers quite a while. And found other ways to keep themselves afloat.
The night watchman is patrolling the streets.
After all, great empires have not really a tendency to just disappear. Just because the head seat is left empty for a little bit. In fact, usually if you want to get rid of an empire, like the Roman Empire from its side, does take a fucking long time. To be fair, it happens eventually, and then somebody's going to screech and shout about how they are the only ones who have a right to inherit all of the lands, but you know how that goes. Ah, shit, once again. Hey, always attacking my things. Okay, it's only two of them. Do we have anything here, guard-wise? Just abandon some goodies. Okay, let's go here and invite the people who like me, but not enough, as far as my opinion is concerned. I mean, we have nothing if not money. Basically,
Well done. You have managed to improve your combat
what we're going to do really nicely.
Your units will soon feel the benefit of your newly acquired
We will wait until all the upgrades are done for the cannon tower, and then use the cannon tower to damage the other building, namely this building, until we actually have a reasonable way to buying it. I mean, to be fair, yeah, once you have an established system, who actually wears the crown, or whatever else you have decided to be the symbol of state, is not actually that important. It can be quite important when they become a detriment. No questions there, but for the most part, I really don't necessarily care for the head. Come on, prove yourself further. Almost done there. 25 pounder. What else could we get? I mean, you start with something as simple as a 15 pounder, then you go for a 20 pounder, then a 25 pounder. Could it be a 30 pounder? I am intrigued.
An improvement has been added to one of your buildings.
It is indeed, and we shall get it.
An improvement has been added
Big
to one of your buildings.
pockets. You come. Ah. Fair enough, game. Fair enough. Well, what are we voting on this time?
The members of the state authority are now deciding on the allocation of this most senior office.
You know,
3
Millicent,
citizens of our town
you
have
have
applied
become
for
quite a
this
good friend
office.
of mine. I'll give you the post. Just on as I am to my friends.
The
I'll
vote
vote them into positions of
is
power.
decided.
Did you check the Weep overhaul? I did see the picture and I was like, okay, that text alone is worth something in gold, because apparently the prostitutes have joined up with someone. It's like, okay, that's an interesting situation. But I haven't gone further yet, just because I don't think I know where to start. King Albert II dies in Hungary of dysentery. Or was it poison? My. Duke Frederick V of Steiermark becomes King Frederick IV. He, devolved, basically. As from 1440, he will take control of all possessions of the Habsburgs. Good. Fuck the Habsburgs. His maxim that he has put on all of his possessions reads A, E, I, O, U. Austria est impera orbi universo. Or it is given to Austria to rule the whole world. Sounds pleasant. Not pleasant indeed. Nexus Plus. Well, that is reasonable. It's done.
Well done. You have improved your
finished.
skills in the combat
Good.
talent yet further by reading the book Masterly Marksmanship. Your status is poor.
The
There is
status
plenty
is
of
poor.
room for improvement.
Let the people be incensed. The town is
Has been
flourishing.
added.
Show barrel cannon, please. While we're at it, we are also going to renovate
Has been added to one of your buildings.
one of the buildings. Renovate. Not that there's any necessarily dire need for us to renovate. All the buildings are in top conditions after all. And are kept that way, mind you.
The renovation of one of your buildings is finished.
The simple fact that we can never upgrade these churches is
The renovation of one
still
of your
annoying the
buildings is finished.
ever-living fucking shit out of me, but, well, I mean, the game is realistic enough to go like, there is no space. What do you want to do about that?
The renovation of one of your buildings is finished.
Which, to be fair, it is fair. But the problem is also, since the town basically manages itself and will start spending massive amounts of money to, build more houses and shit, it literally
The renovation of
takes
one of your buildings
no
is
time at all
finished.
for the town to just be completely full. I mean, at this point, I think, aside from statues, not even for
The
fucking
renovation of
statues.
one of your buildings is finished.
Well, actually, I mean, can't build a house, can't build a villa, can't build a... Okay, I don't have money for a palace, but you get the
Someone
idea.
is playing dirty tricks on you.
Can't build a fucking county seat. So yeah, if you don't take over and, go for the good old-fashioned, I'm going to
wedding is held.
fucking destroy you now,
A wedding
or
is
find
held.
yourself without an option of actually building anything.
The renovation of one of your buildings is finished.
Ah, but Nexus mods, yeah. To be fair, that does make sense. Would be Nexus mods, of course. What's gonna finish first? You're at 70%, so we can assume that's gonna take at least another year or so till you're done. How does it look for you, lady? Are you dying? Getting closer to dying. Am I dying? No, my candle is still fucking bright. Faust's elixir be fanged, because, well, that stuff really does make you fucking long-lasting. So long as my little child actually survives another year. You're gonna take him far too long.
Objects has lost its effectiveness. One of your used objects has lost its effectiveness.
I mean, we can solve that problem easily enough. I still have 3 more elixirs. Oh, no, we're not gonna die.
Has been rented.
Anytime soon, at least. How am I gonna do this? On one hand, I do need to save up some fucking money in order to upgrade the churches once they're actually done being turned into cathedrals. On the other hand, I really would like to get my hands on a fucking villa. You see the problem? I see the problem. I mean, how much are you worth? So if we destroy you a little bit, you're probably gonna down, I wanna say, maybe as far as 20,000? Still don't think he's gonna sell to me then. I only have 32,000 in my pocket.
Emperor is dead.
But again?
The Emperor.
I don't know, it's just he... Wasn't he the Force? He seems to devolve even further, numerically speaking. Well... I know, and yet you're supposed to be dead, Mr. Habsburg? Pretty sure we just went over the fact that we were all happy that the Habsburgs were done.
Well done.
Then
You managed to improve your combat.
yeah. My non-existent combat stat. Let's push that even further because, well, we don't really have much to do apart from saving up some AP in order to use the cannon most brutally, and we will use the cannon most brutally. But since the goal of using the cannon is not just destruction, but also getting some fucking money, don't really care about the leasing. In order to buy ourselves something. Whee! Look, I can see my house from here. And the marketplace, and my cathedral, and some houses. Okay, so if I aim at that. Can't aim low enough, can I? Well, it does say I hit it, but it doesn't feel like I hit it. Takes fucking 5 AP to shoot that giant cannon. Worth it though. See, how much damage did you take? Half damage. The 20 inhabitants were not fucking happy about that, I would politely assume at least. But yeah, I mean, it's a good method to do some damage and randomly lower prices on buildings that you might be interested in buying. Legit business tactic, what can I say? Ah well, I'm blinded for a bit.
One of your used objects has lost its effectiveness.
Keep using that. Makes me more popular. I don't think I'm in any risk of getting voted out of office anytime soon, so that's probably nothing to be too worried about, all things considered. When will be done next year at Little Churchy? Debatable, I say. Debatable indeed. I mean, we'll see. We'll see indeed.
An improvement has been added to one of your buildings.
The 2-barreled cannon. Oh, barrels. Oh, barrels. Man, I would really like to fire, but I don't have the necessary HP any longer. I think there's even, if you upgrade even further, there's one more cannon you can get to do even more horrible things to your enemy. That's precisely what you should do. I guess we're gonna also hit the watering hole probably if we shoot at this building. Yay!
Congratulations. You have improved your skills in the combat talent by reading the book The Marksman's Bible. Your status is now mediocre. There is still much room for improvement.
And that's all she had to say about that. Next one goes like, nah, mediocre. Turns away. I mean, it is at 80%. Because it kind of depends, you know. We are going to make more money than we spend anyway at the moment. We do kind of need to be a bit careful that we're not reaching that 1 million. Because I'm pretty sure that is still going to crash the game. Believe you me, I've seen it. But luckily we are far enough away from it, and we are probably not going to play so long that we actually get in a position where we can easily make 1 million. Which means that we are, of course, deliberately going to ignore the more profitable ways of becoming a moneylender, for example. Because, well, surprisingly enough, being a professional Jew makes you an assholish amount of money. Very quickly. You really don't want to go there. If you're, you know, don't want your game to crash. A lot. Rush shame. It's a nice bit of warming. Also, never try to become bishop. That's also going to crash your game. And corrupt your save game. Which are two things you don't really want to happen. Really, really, really don't want to happen. I mean, it's an old game and it's a bit fragile. Because to be fair, in its original era, where it actually hails from and was happily peppily about itself, I don't remember the game being that weak, so to speak. But well, modern systems do not necessarily go well with old age shit like this. Even if it is the good shit, the best shit. Wife, are you going to die at some point? You are a bespoke tailor, which probably means you have a tailoring business, which is not necessarily something I can work with, can I? I mean, it's not like I care, so long as you actually have some money that you can give me. 35,000. We are probably not going to get to 100,000 before the churches are done. That much I'm relatively sure of. Which means we'll probably have to upgrade the churches first, which will make it even easier to make more money off of the churches. So I guess it's going to make the way to another 100k relatively easy. Alternatively, if the wife dies before then, we're going to inherit probably quite a nice amount of money. So that would also make the situation rather simple, to put it mildly.
The dismissal of an official of the state authority is being discussed.
I'm kinda against it. I can already tell you. She does kinda like me.
No! I'm against it!
See, I'm a good friend. I always keep my friends close.
No, I'm against it.
And with that you're already safe, because even if 2 vote remove, gonna be dismissed.
It's over! Dismiss! Dismiss!
The removal from office is therefore cancelled. The members of the state authority are now deciding on the allocation of this most senior office. There are 4 applicants.
I finally get a nice quiet moment to finish my meal. Some sandwiches and some pickles. What more can one ask for? The nobleman Emmanuel, he doesn't like me much. Elector Frederick I of Brandenburg dies and is mourned by the Berliners. Only did he liberate them from the horde of robber barons, but he led them to new levels of prosperity. Which, he actually did, yeah. That's well. The Council of Basel deposes Pope Eugene IV and elects Amadeus VIII as Pope. Fucking hell, we're back to this whole having multiple Pope thing, don't we? New papal schism. From his time as a duke, Amadeus VIII has great wealth at his disposal. Derisive comments suggest that this was the main reason for his election. Yeah, money can open you many doors. Elsewhere again, Portugal is beginning to build up far-reaching and lucrative trade using slaves from Africa. The Prussian Confederation is formed with the support of the Polish crown. It stands in clear opposition to the Teutonic Order of Knights, which still owns a state in Eastern Europe. Well, seems like Europe is cooking. Cooking with gas. Highly explosive gas. Again. Employee is dead. One of the servers. I'm just gonna hire a new one, aren't you? But well, at it, I'm gonna do that for you because I'm just such a nice person. Okay, we had 53,000. The churches will probably be done this year, so once that is done, we can actually start. We're gonna save our HP for next round. Guess we decide to, start firing first.
The Emperor has bestowed a new title on one of your opponents, Baroness.
Baroness. Please, I'm a fucking duke. You can take your fucking Baroness title and shove it up your ass. All I care. Another person using drugs. Tasty. Now then, well, how long are we going to take? Not long. Which is, as far as I'm concerned, a pretty good deal. Let's buy one gold chain, we'll wear it, and do we have walking sticks? No. And fair enough. Can't have everything, I suppose. So now we can just nice and quietly wait for the last 3 percentages to tick down and then start upgrading the churches, which is gonna be quite the pricey endeavor. Obviously, it's the last level of the churches, so yeah, it's not gonna be cheap at all. As for here, study. So next year we can get the final title of the church ways and the preacher ways. Which will give us one more AP per round, so that's not actually a bad deal. Hey wife, are you dead yet? No. You're 44, you should be dead. Wouldn't you just die and give me your money already? And she's like, no. Because I like being alive. Comes with many advantages. Then I wonder how much damage I can do to a nice little palace like that. I think we're pretty much only one who has that many buildings. So fucking hard to upgrade it. Or even own that many buildings, to be fair.
One of your used objects has lost its effectiveness. You are among the favored candidates for an official position in the Empire.
That's also rather neato. Becoming the Marshal of the Empire. Totally sounds like the sort of position you should give me and trust me to do well with, of course.
One of your buildings has just gone up in value by 1 level. One of your buildings
The
has
finger
just
of
gone up
God.
in value by 1 level.
Never underestimate the finger of God. But make sure that your damn well burglars don't come up with any fucking stupid ideas. And the large bell. Like if you thought beforehand, it would be a good bad idea to break into my church. Now there's the literal finger of God telling you that you're a bad boy. Hiring more people. And then the game crashed. Not the most stable. But then again, it never was, to be fair. Now, let's see if this actually works. Was that the last year? Probably was. How are the upgrades doing? Alright, this was before this actually was finished, wasn't it? Well, fuck me, I guess. Well, guess we have to, wait again. Like the little bitches. Well. At least this game has the excuse of being
Emperor
old
has
as
bestowed
sin.
a new title on one of your opponents, Baroness.
Nobody really cares. I wonder if we're still in the race for the Marshal of the Empire, though. Yeah, let's make this a bit faster, shall we?
Grave has been rented.
I mean, to be fair, we can say
There are no raw materials in one of your buildings.
Do I have people to deal with that?
One of your subordinates has been injured at work.
And he continues to work, so all is well.
Picked. You are among the favored candidates for an official position in the Empire. One of your buildings has just gone up in value by 1 level.
And that is what we would like to hear.
There are no raw materials in one of your churches.
Hello, church.
There are
Million.
no raw materials in one of your churches. One of your buildings has just gone up in value by 1 level. One of your used objects has lost its effectiveness.
Login from benches.
You've gained a new worker.
And of course an even larger bell, obviously. That is precisely what you need. Special printing press, because, well, of course we do.
You gained a new worker.
Okay, let's see here. That's not really that important. That's not really that important. Everything is set up nicely. That is how we like it. Actually relatively cheap now that I think about it.
There are no raw materials in one of your churches.
Oh, the magnificent palace is pretty much the last thing. As soon as we then also acquire ourselves a nice either a palace or a villa that is then upgraded into a palace, we have basically achieved, well, the highest you can achieve, reasonably speaking. Space building wise, there's really not much more you can do. As I said, you know, you can set up yourself with some nice goals, still going all, I wanna own the whole town. And you can. It's not an impossibility. Is, however, a rather time-consuming thing to do. To put it there rather mildly. Or then, will we become the Marshal of the Empire? It's a question we should ask ourselves, shouldn't we? So I don't actually remember what does the Magnificent Palace actually add. But I always looked forward to the Cannon Tower, and once I had the Cannon Tower, I'm pretty sure I have built the Magnificent Palace at least a few times. But I don't remember off the top of my head what that includes. I guess we're gonna find out one way or another. But yeah, once again, randomly deciding to renovate all of the buildings, because, well, we can. It's literally a matter of, do you have the money? Yes.
One of your buildings is finished.
Will you use your money for this? Yes. Obviously I will.
The renovation of one of your buildings is finished.
Okay, so I'm assuming it will take at least 3, maybe 4 years until the castle is upgraded into a magnificent palace. Which should be more than enough time to gather enough money to deal with the villa situation.
One of your buildings is finished.
So we hope, at least.
The renovation of one of your buildings is finished.
Finger of God is pointing at you. Yeah, but it will not be done this turn. It was quite a pricey turn we just spent, to be fair. But I mean, it's not like we can't afford it. It is the point, once you have some businesses run up, you can absolutely spend most of your time focusing on, well, upgrading your stuff whenever you desire to, and spend lots and lots and lots of money on politicking. Which is kind of how it always going to end up when you think about it. I mean, some people do seem to enjoy just playing around with the businesses manually, which, you know, fair enough. Not saying you absolutely can't. But it is rather limiting, I must say.
The dismissal of an official of the state authority is being discussed.
I shall vote against that, because the lady likes me.
No way.
I'm against kicking people that like me.
Clear their desk.
Never! Clear their desk.
at their desk.
Well, now it's down to Emmanuel.
Yes, dismiss, I say.
Well, shit.
The removal from office is hereby decided.
And I kind of wanted to avoid that.
An improvement to one of your buildings is finished.
Server Robert has
An
died.
improvement has been added to one of your buildings. An improvement to one of your buildings is finished.
That is all
An
done.
improvement has been added to one of your buildings.
Yeah, not any new rooms you can build this there. No.
An improvement has been added to one of your buildings. An improvement has been added to one of your buildings.
Picture of the Virgin Mary, which gives me more divine blessing.
Has been added to one of your buildings.
Blessed me.
Improvement to one of your buildings is finished. An
Da-da-da-da-da.
improvement has been added to one of your buildings.
Nothing more here.
An
Improve.
improvement has been added to one of your buildings. An improvement has been added to one of your buildings. An improvement to one of your buildings is finished. You are invited to attend a priest's seminar to obtain the God-serving master grade as a preacher.
Sure.
You've gained a new worker. The Emperor has bestowed a new title on one of your opponents, Baroness.
I'm the Marshal of the Empire. Nobody told me I had randomly become the Marshal of the Empire. But I like being the Marshal of the Empire. Does it mean I earn money from that? As a sovereign, you are granted an expense allowance in the amount of 10,000 coins per year. As town preacher, we get another 3,000. And as Marshal of the Empire, you're granted an expense allowance in the amount of 20,000 per fucking year. I mean, to be fair, at this point, what's that? Cute. Highest military leader. As Marshal of the Empire, you receive up to 3 additional stars to your talent combat. Nice. Of it, pretty fucking overpowered, isn't it? Okay, let's save our points because we don't really need more combat. Would like to invite some people from the State Authority, where I'm still the head honcho of.
Congratulations. Your efforts have been rewarded. From this day forward, the right has been bestowed on you to hold a higher master grade. You are a priest. You are now permitted to conduct the following business
I am
yourself.
the priest.
The church, the abbey, and the cathedral. Signed, the Preacher's College.
And at this point, you can once again choose another profession. Now, technically speaking, thievery can be really profitable because, well, you can actually break into the houses and businesses of your competition and ruin them, financially speaking. Which is neat, but you can also make assholish amounts of money by being a fucking moneylender. Which is rather obvious, you know, being a professional Jew does kind of make you an assholish amount of money. Which is kind of the whole point, to be completely fair and honest with you. Renovate my business. Keep them in top condition, because, well, we have fucking money to do so. Well, it's a bit excessive. Just a tiny little bit excessive in the way of renovation. Especially the fucking townhouse that we will not have to deal with much longer.
The renovation of one of your buildings is finished.
You come, yes. Okay, one of these assholes doesn't come. It's bad. Could we build, potentially speaking, a money exchange? No. Because there's no site available. Is there a money exchange still around? Or are they all upgraded?
The renovation of one of your buildings is finished.
Public house, smithy. I know that you are already a banking house, which I can't actually take over just yet. I'm kinda too inexperienced, would probably be a good way of saying it. Yeah, I guess we'll have to quite literally wait it out then. And then buy the only money lender we actually have in town, apparently. Which does kind of surprise me, all things considered, but no well. This is what it is. Jesus Christ, there's only one single little villa left. Everything else is already upgraded to palace. Somebody's really been spending lots and lots and lots and lots of money around here, I must admit. I am usually not dead opposed to the idea.
Save yourselves! Death beckons with its bony finger. The plague has arrived in town.
I don't think we care about that. I'm rich, bitch. I don't get the plague. That is for peasants. He said, by getting some ugly black little bits on his skin. You know, there's quite literally only one singular money business in here. Which is surprising, you would assume there's gonna be more. Now, where's Steph? Steph, where are you? Where's the bony little creature? There he is. Flying over the city. Making everybody really, really afraid. But nobody really bothers too much, to be fair. For the most part. Yeah. Gosh, nice and relaxed people. But then I do have 7 AP, but I definitely don't have enough money to even buy the fucking palace. But I guess we could take a training shot. If you know what I mean. No, trying to get it all right. That was a very, very good hit. A hit. The watering hole has been damaged slightly. A hit. As Radek's palace money is good, I suppose. Been damaged slightly. Okay, so how much does it cost me? 5 AP and a bit of money. So yeah, typing up AP is probably gonna be what we'll have to do. Oh, is the worth of your building going down, Arthur? Well, I probably should have sold me the building when I asked you nicely, shouldn't you? Now I need to be an asshole about it. Just kinda how that goes. Actually, I wonder how far I can damage it before I start repairing that shit. I wonder indeed. To be fair though, it has a rather nice name. Money is good. That's sufficiently explanatory, I must say. Post of Chancellor. I wonder if I could become the Chancellor of the Chancellor of the Empire. Yes, language, please. Because I would say that would be pretty fucking swell. Are these the last up? Yeah, these are the last upgrades for the church, isn't it? Yeah. How long are you gonna take? You're at 26? I wanna say? So that is probably gonna take, like, what, 2 more years, I think? Probably 2 more years. At the very least. You notice bewitching fragrance once more. Why the fencing master comes up to the sovereign and, you know, pushes her plush little behind close enough to me to go like, ah, smells rather nice. I don't know. I don't even know what she's expecting to get out of that, but I mean, who am I to say no, you know? Woman goes through the trouble. What would be really nice at this particular moment is if the wife finally would decide to, well, you know, die. Horribly. It's kind of the disadvantage you get when you are not actually first and foremost going for the... I mean, don't do it first and foremost. Don't go for the back room first and foremost, because you kind of can't really work that much with it. But that might be somewhat to consider for a second.
Has been added to one of your buildings.
Upgrade.
An improvement has been added to one of your buildings.
Is what I wanted to say there. Would probably be a good idea.
To sell you a building.
Someone is offering to say, you're not gonna offer me anything I want, do you know? Berlin is offering the Rope Maker's Workshop warm clothes for sale. The city of Berlin offers lots and lots and lots of stupid stuff to me. I remember we had turns where the city of Berlin literally offered us like 6 different buildings and it was basically all just, you know, houses and townhouses. It's like how many townhouses do you think a single dynasty head needs? Why would a dynasty head even want to live in a townhouse? You ever thought about that? Maybe they want to live in a fucking palace. Well, as soon as they can get their hands on a palace, that is, because, well, it's kind of the problem we're facing right now. Da-di-da-di-da. Actually, I don't think I get any ink, though. I must get some income as a marshal. I'm pretty sure it was like 20k, wasn't it? Where is that? Where's that money, game? You're taking that money away from me, game. Are you a bitch? Are you an asshole?
The members of the state authority are now deciding on the allocation of this most senior office. There are 4 applicants.
The colonel kinda likes me. Beltmaker, you're up.
The vote is decided.
Oh good. The guild citizens and the town council clash heavily over the way the town is governed. Both call for the assistance of Elector Frederick II, who travels to Berlin with 600 horsemen. The Krauses do not know what they have set themselves in for. Using the superior strength of his bailiffs, Frederick II robs Berlin of its independence. The patrician council is deposed, and a new council is created with several craftsmen as town councillors. In addition, as of now, all councillors and mayors, confirmed by the elector, must be in office for a vote to be effective. Furthermore, the council affairs should be expressly orientated to the benefit of the elector. The rights to taxes payable at the entry and exit of merchandise and town gate tolls are diverted into Frederick II's personal coffers, robbing the town of its largest source of revenue. He also demands that he is allotted his own area of land in the town to build a castle. Now you fucked that up, didn't you, people?
Unfortunately, a member of your dynasty died this year.
Will be immediately relieved of office as town preacher. Oh, but my wife is dead and I have just inherited 228,133 coins. I am rich, bitch. I have no problems. I don't even know how to fucking write problems. Fire! I do love my cannon tower. So that's every man's dream come true. Now, your building is kinda worth shit all. How about I give you 50k for it? You interested? Not for 50k, eh? How about 100 fucking k, you bitch? Still no, eh? How about the other one? How would you like to receive 100k for your building? How would you like to receive 100k?
A wedding.
Seriously, no one? $150k, come on. Are you for fucking real? Okay, last offer, fucking 200k.
One of your workers has quit because of dissatisfaction.
Well, That worked. Thank you. Finally got my fucking palace. I paid not just double what it was worth. Not just double. Okay, so my church people are not happy. Well, we can change that. Salary, I'll be willing to pay 150. Mostly because I'm a nice person. And I'm gonna look for another guy to come in. And we're gonna do the same treatment for all the churches then. 150 in wages because I'm just that nice. As for the cathedrals, of course. Raboom, 150. There you go. Now you are happy peppy. I now have a new building to deal with. Great new rooms. Music room. Yes, there was a room that wasn't yet built. Now then, here's the study, as we all now love it. There's my little library, as we all love it as well. My back room, finally I have a back room, where I can bribe people, sabotage people, and improve my stealth. Have someone thrashed. You also... wasn't there also a way to, you know, kidnap people? I could try to have the Emperor. I don't think I can get to the Emperor, but... I guess I could trash the Grey Eminence, if I so desired. Ah, then the building will be done soon, which means I can actually sell off my townhouse. Sell. For how much is it worth? 17. Sell for 17. We now live in a palace. That is only good and proper. I wonder if I could find another wife. 40... I mean, she's only 37, but I mean, to be completely fair and honest, we're in a pretty good position. No upgrade build, eh? It's always nice to hear that the building's at its max level, and there's nothing else you can do for it. Well, and so with just 2 cathedrals, 1 fully upgraded graveyard, 2 small churches, I am literally the richest motherfucker in town.
Someone would like to buy one of your buildings.
Yeah, the guy kinda devolved. Look, this palace was his building first. I bought this from him for a mild 200k, and now he has to live in my old townhouse.
The renovation of one of your buildings is finished.
I have moved up in the
One
world.
of your used objects has lost its...
Yeah, the gold chain is gone again. Actually, I need a new gold chain, don't I? Do I perchance have one marketplace? Of course not. How badly do I need one? Ooh, there are lots of people who don't like me now. I might want to invite them to a party, though. Do I have them invited still?
An improvement has been added to one of your buildings.
Yes, please. And we now have the music room. I don't even know what the fuck to do with the music room, but I have it now. And I'm feeling, somewhat happy about that. Can we get new rooms? No. Let's check out the music room then. Wine cellar. Secret hiding place. Like to protect your hard-earned cash. I mean, I'm really not that worried. Your acquaintances. You can only find passion and understanding, but are given without expectations. Furthermore, a liaison will provide you with active support. Find a new lady friend. Are you a lady? You're not a lady, are you? Grand Inquisitor.
An improvement to one of your
Actually, I'm
buildings
wooing
is
you,
finished.
aren't I? Shit.
An improvement to one of your buildings is finished.
Dynasties.
An improvement
Let's
to
see,
one
a
of your buildings is
countess,
finished.
baroness, a baroness, a countess, a
An
countess.
improvement to one of your buildings is finished.
Let me fuck ya. Because I have money. I mean, that's basically what it boils down to. Okay, we only have like...
You may attend a course in Switzerland to obtain the lucrative master grade as a moneylender.
By which you mean I'm going to study under some Jews to learn to count money even better. And then we can potentially buy a fucking, fucking bank. At least that is how the idea goes. Sadly, we can't do it now because we don't have enough AP. How long is this going to take? About that long, I would say. We shall patiently wait it out while we upgrade our little thing. It's reasonable enough. Just some mild renovations here and there and everywhere. Inheritance tax minus 27,000. Yeah, kind of figured.